Today's Sports Report is brought to you by Eastside Pizza and Deli, Vital Care Ambulance Service, and The Diner on Jacksboro Pike. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday! At The Diner on Jacksboro Pike, a real Sunday sit-down dinner. All your favorite home-cooked meals and delicious desserts made fresh by our very own pastry chef, not for the high price you'd expect to pay just down the road, but for only $7.99. That's at The Diner on Jacksboro Pike this Sunday, Sunday, Sunday! Don't forget to ask about our daily specials, too. Call us today. Lady Cougars news first. Our Lady Cougars hosted the Lady Governors of William Blount at home Friday night. A great crowd was on hand to watch only the Lady Cougars, as they were the only show in town, so to speak. Even Bob Holder wore his orange blazer with his Cougar tie. I told Bob that Bruce Pearl was looking for his blazer. District champions and the number 1 seed in their bracket playing a number 4 seed with a 13-16 record. But you couldn't tell it the other night, as the Lady Governors wore our Lady Cougars down and crept out of John R.W. Brown with an upset win over our Lady Cougars 54-37. At the 4:55 mark of the first quarter, we were handing it to the Lady Governors with a 7-0 run. At the end of one, it was only 11-10 Lady Cougars. At the half, it was 21-all. But at the end of the third quarter is when the Lady Governors took over at the 38-31. And then you felt like we'd never get back in this game, and we didn't. Courtney Morris had 11 points, Shayla Goins had 9, Amber Young played tough down low and had a huge game, a big 7 points. Now here's the sad part though. Kristen Chapman only accumulated 4 points, and Maria Faust only had 2, and Shayla Goins did not score. The season is over for the Lady Cougars, as they can only think about what might have been, but you can't take away what they have accomplished this season. 15-1 in district play, 24-7 overall, and both regular season and tournament district champions is something to be very proud of. So from everyone at the Sports Report and WLAF, congratulations, Lady Cougars. We are still very proud of you. First-rate service, quick response time, and special care. Don't trust just anyone. You do have a choice when it comes to ambulance service in this area. And if I were you, I would choose Vital Care Ambulance Service. Call on us at Vital Care. We accept most major insurance. Sometimes the decisions you make mean life or death. Make Vital Care your choice. Your life could depend on it. Cougars were at Maryville Saturday. Our boys went down to Maryville and lost 45-37 in a close game that the Cougars had a few more bounces go their way. They would have won this one. It was only 17-10 Maryville at the half. They played our game, though, as they never really pulled away with it. They slowed down and played the half-court basketball that gave us a chance to stay in the game, but we couldn't pull the trigger and lost. Trey Torres was the man again, leading the Cougars in scoring with 12 points. Nick Litton had 7 in the first half, and that's what he wound up with, only 7. And not much after that. 6, 5, and 4 points and so on, but the season is over for the men in blue and orange, and they bow out with a 18-14 record. Now the Blue Devils traveled all the way to Tellico Plains Saturday to play Tellico Plains with an impressive 20-9 record, and our Blue Devils with a 15-17 record. But at this point, you throw the records out the window, cause it's not what you've done in the regular season, but it's what you do now. Okay, let's do a little good news, bad news, okay? Okay. Good news is we won. Talking about the Blue Devils. The bad news is Cody Malicote only scored 18 points, but the good news is his teammates stepped up big time. Ethan Shelley had 13, Austin Hunley and Justin Bolin had 10, Matt Bolton had 4, and Brian Hicks had a huge 4 points in relief of Cody Malicote. The bad news is we now have to play Wartburg, who won their game rather handily the other night. The good news is Mike Reynolds and Vic King are looking forward to it. The bad news is we got to go to their place again. The good news is our coaches feel they can win if, according to Vic King, we get our heads screwed on straight. So, they will play again for the 4th time this year, Tuesday night at Wartburg. And don't forget, you can listen to Mr. Jim Freeman on the Jellicoe link on our website, 1450WLAF.com, and you too can get all the good news and the bad news firsthand. You won't have to hear me do this again. New at Eastside Pizza and Deli in the Foodland Shopping Center, 7-inch personal size pizza plus your choice of Coke or Pepsi products for only $3.99 plus tax. Can't eat a big pizza? Then try our new 7-inch personal size pizza along with our other great pizzas, pasta, salads, sandwiches, and so much more at Eastside Pizza and Deli, 563-7090. Congratulations to Kristen Chapman, who signed Friday with East Tennessee State University on a track scholarship. She told me she was only going to participate in track and not basketball. She will major in nursing, so a few years down the road, if you have to go to the hospital, ask for Kristen Chapman to be your nurse. Congratulations also go out to Corey Martin and Bryce Roach, who signed with Hiawassee College Thursday on a golf scholarship at Campbell County High School. They were supposed to play again at Brown Archer Field, but that too got canceled. They were supposed to play Gatlinburg-Pittman, and again, it's rescheduled for this Tuesday. You know, they were supposed to play this past Thursday. Okay, it's this Tuesday at 5 p.m. It's not a regular season game, but a scrimmage. They got the tarp on the field, and I never laughed so hard as I did watching them try to put the tarp on the field. It took the entire team, the coaches, the middle school team, their coaches, and the parents even jumped in. It's always windy up at Brown Archer Field, but they got it on, and that will protect the field when they're not playing games. Brad Collette has done a great job building the program at Campbell County High School from nothing to what it is today. On this year's squad, he has 7 seniors, 3 juniors, 8 sophomores, and 6 freshmen, which adds up to 24 men on this year's squad. Now, we'll have all the details of this game for you on Wednesday's Sports Report. We will tell you they scrimmaged Union County last week. The coaches weren't happy with the team's performance, but it's still early and these kids know it. They know it's still preseason. The middle schoolers have about 14 kids on their team, and they're coached by 2 former greats, Robbie Cobb and Donnie Huddleston, or as I used to call him, Big Donnie Huddleston. And we'll have more on them later on. Okay, that's all the local sports we have for you today. Thank you for being with us. Please go see our sponsors, Eastside Pizza and Deli in the Food Lion Shopping Center. Vital Care Ambulance Service. Hey, folks, keep their number handy. You never know when you might need it. And the Diner on Jacksboro Pike. Do not forget about their Saturday breakfast. It's fantastic. Okay, you guys stay tuned. There's a lot more to come right here on WLAF.